All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we now turn our attention to baseball. We start the National League Championship Series tonight between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'll be live at Dodger Stadium in Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles for that one. The American League Championship is the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox. We'll have game one of that tomorrow night after football. But it's game one of the Braves and the Dodgers as we continue our journey towards the World Series. If you're watching this on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let's head to LA for this one here at Jammin' Sports. Your lineups for tonight. Jammin' Sports presents Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers, live from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series up next here at Jammin' Sports. All right, we go to the top of the first inning. Sandy Koufax will be the starting pitcher for Los Angeles. The great Sandy Koufax. Chipper Jones will lead things off for Atlanta here in Game 1. Chipper Jones, he's either the DH or the third baseman today. We'll figure it out.
Outside ball.
Outside ball one. Count goes to 1-0. I missed that during the opening lineup if he was the DH or the third baseman. Caden in the house. Good to see you, Caden. Here's the 1-0.
Ball.
2-0 to Chipper Jones. We're underway. Game 1 of the NLCS. 2-0 pitch. Ripped into left field, and making the play is Matt Kemp for the Dodgers. One down. There's your Braves starting lineup. Jones is playing third base, so Riley is the DH. Johnny Logan will be up next for the Braves. He's the shortstop here in Game 1. Live from Dodger Stadium. Here's the pitch by Koufax. Inside, 1-0. One out for the Braves here in the top of the first. Base is empty. And now the 1-0 pitch.
Ball. No, that's it.
Ball 2. Count goes to 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch.
Ball.
Outside, 3-0. The Braves swept the Nationals in the wild card round and then swept the Pirates in the divisional round. In their first strike, count goes to 3-2. The Dodgers had a first round bye, and then they swept the Marlins in the divisional round. It's in their first strike. Full count to Johnny Logan. And now the 3-2 pitch. Popped it up, out of play. Count remains at 3-2 to Logan. now the 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. Where's Gauchos? His Dodgers are playing. And now the 3-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 2. As Logan goes down swinging. And now next up, Hank Aaron, the right fielder. In there for a strike, 0-1. 2 outs, bases empty for Atlanta here in the top of the first inning. Sandy Koufax on the mound. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Counts 0-2 to Hank Aaron. And now the 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off. And the count remains at 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off again. Aaron hanging in there. The count remains at 0-2. And now again the 0-2. They'll have to throw to first to put him out. And he strikes out. At the end of a half inning, no score between the Braves and the Dodgers here at Javits Sports National League Game 1. Greg Maddux, the pitcher for the Braves here in Game 1. Wow, they didn't even go to a break. They just went right to the bottom of the first inning. Okay. Jackie Robinson leads things off for the Dodgers, the second baseman. They usually have a break there. They didn't take a break. Jackie Robinson will lead things off. The pitch by Greg Maddux. Robinson, a base hit. Nope, it's fielded by Sadahara O at first base, making the play. Robinson grounds out to first. There's the Dodger starting lineup. Went out for Los Angeles here in the bottom of the first inning. And now Pee Wee Reese comes up.
No.
Outside, 1-0.
1 ball. No
He's
strike.
the shortstop for the Dodgers. 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the first inning. And now the 1-0 pitch. Reese high in the air, out to right, and Aaron can't make the play. That's going to drop for a base hit. It'll be a 1-out single for Pee Wee Reese. And the Dodgers get a man aboard here in the bottom of the first inning. Here in Game 1 of the NLCS. Mike Piazza, the catcher, up next for the Dodgers. 1 out, runner on first. Inside, count goes to 1-0. The Dodgers finished with the best record in the National League. 102 wins. The count's at 1-0 to Piazza. And now the 1-0 pitch. Piazza fouls it off. They'll even the count at 1-1. The NLCS is a best of 7. Along with the World Series. And now the 1-1. There goes the runner. They throw down, and Pee Wee Reese is gunned down. Torre, the catcher, Joe Torre, the catcher, guns him down. Nice throw by Torre. Albies covering the bag for the Braves. And now 2 down for the Dodgers. Bases empty. The count's 1-2 to Piazza. 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch by Maddux. Ripped past the first baseman. He knocks it down. Flips it to Maddux for the out. So Piazza grounds out to first. Makes the play for the Braves. At the end of 1 complete, no score. Here in NLCS Game 1 here at Javits Sports. We go to the top of the second. Sadahara the first baseman for the Braves.
Number 89.
Yep, he's in the game. And he's on the Braves. Sandy Koufax on the mound for the Dodgers. Here in the top of the second, no score.
Ball.
The pitch to O is low. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch.
Ball.
Up high, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out, nobody on. Koufax looks in. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
Ball 3 outside.
Ball 3 outside. He did not go around. The count's 3-0. And now the 3-0 pitch. Popped it up. Down the first base line. Hooking foul. Out of play. And the count goes to 3-1. And now the 3-1 pitch. He fouls it off. Count goes to 3-2. Full count to 0. Nobody out, nobody on. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Pops it up again. Out of play. Count remains at 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch.
Ball 4.
Ball 4. It'll be a leadoff walk for the Braves here at the top of the second. O is aboard. And next up, Austin Riley. He's the DH tonight. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. As Chipper Jones is playing third base. The count's 0-1 to Riley. And now the 0-1 pitch. There goes the runner. Down to second. It's an easy out. Beautiful throw by Piazza. And they gun him down. And now bases are empty for the Braves with 1 out. I mean, this wasn't even close. I mean, that was not even close. Beautiful throw by Mike Piazza. 1 down for the Braves. The count's 1-1 to Riley. The pitch by Koufax. And that's going to be a base hit into center field as Duke Snyder throws it in. A 1-out single for Riley, and now the Braves with a runner at first base again here at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Game 1 of the ALCS, or NLCS, here at Jammin' Sports, the National League Championship Series. Andrew Jones up next, and he's the center fielder tonight.
Ball.
Down low, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Counts 1-0 to Jones. 1 out, runner on first. Here in the top of the second, no score. The 1-0 pitch. And that's ripped right to the first baseman. They're going to try to turn 2. And they don't. Jones is safe. They get the lead runner, though, as Riley is out at second base. Now Ron Gant will come up. 2 outs, runner on first base. Andrew Jones at first. Ron Gant. As they throw back to first, Jones is in there. Gant is the left fielder tonight. The pitch by Koufax. Fouled off. Count goes to 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch.
Ball.
Up high, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first base. And now the 1-1. In there for a strike, 1-2. Koufax trying to get out of the inning. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. Capacity crowd here at Dodger Stadium. 1-2 pitch. Up high. They'll even the count at 2-2. And he gets popped up in the air. Third baseman getting under it. And that's Pedro Guerrero for the final out. At the end of 1.5, no score here in NLCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Duke Snyder, the center fielder, will lead things off for the Braves.
Duke Snyder.
Or for the Dodgers, excuse me. Duke Snyder, the center fielder, will lead things off for the Dodgers. Greg Maddux on the mound. Here's the pitch.
No, that's a ball.
Up high, ball one. We're at the bottom of the second, no score here in Game 1. 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. Count evens up at 1-1. Duke Snyder, one of the old-time players. And now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2.
Ball 2. Up high, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. Fouls it off. They'll even the count at 2-2 to Duke Snyder. One of the Brooklyn boys, Duke Snyder. Here's the 2-2. Fouls that one off. Count remains at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, nobody out, nobody on. Here's the 2-2 pitch by Maddux. And he fouls that one off. Count remains at 2-2. Snyder battling at the plate here. And now the 2-2.
Ball 3.
Down low, 3-2. Full count to Snyder. Here in the bottom of the second. 3-2 pitch. Pops it up. Third baseman, Chipper Jones, comes in and makes the play for the out. One down for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the second inning.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 28.
And now, Pedro Guerrero, the third baseman, will come up. One out, bases empty for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the second. The pitch by Maddux. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. And that's fouled off. Count goes to 0-2. No balls, two strikes, one out, bases empty. 0-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 2. 2 down for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the second. And now Eddie Murray comes up. And Murray is the DH for the Dodgers. First pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. 2 outs, bases empty. Murray, we also have seen him with the Orioles. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0 to Murray. 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the second, no score. Murray back at the plate. The count's 2-0. And now the pitch by Maddux. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch. A ground ball to third base. Chipper Jones makes the play. And that'll end the inning as Murray grounds out to third. At the end of 2 complete, no score here in NLCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the third inning. The catcher, Joe Torre, will lead things off for the Braves. No score here in Game 1. Koufax on the mound for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Inside. And the count goes to 1-0.
No strike.
National League Championship Series Game 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
Ball
Outside, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. They'll even the count to Torre at 2-2. 2-2 pitch by Koufax. Just inside. Full count to Torre now at 3-2. Leadoff batter here in the top of the third. 3-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. One down for the Braves here in the top of the third inning.
The second baseman, Ozzie
Torrey swung way too early. And now Ozzie Albies will come up, the second baseman.
Ball.
Inside, 1-0.
1-0.
One out, bases empty for the Braves here in the top of the third inning. No score here in game one. Albies at the plate. Counts 1-0. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Albies. And now the 2-1 pitch. Hops it up out of play. And the count goes to 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. One out, bases empty. 2-2 pitch.
No.
Inside, full count again. Koufax has had a lot of full counts here. And now the 3-2. Albies to the shortstop. And making the play is Pee Wee Reese as he throws out Albies. Albies grounds out to short, where Reese will make the play. 2 down for the Braves, and now the third baseman, Chipper Jones, will come up. It's the top of the Braves order, facing Sandy Koufax. In their first strike, 0-1. Koufax trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. 0-1 pitch. In their first strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. And now the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Up high, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out, and that'll end the inning. After 2.5, we have no score here in game 1 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We head to the bottom of the third. Matt Kemp will lead things off for the Dodgers, the left fielder, facing Greg Maddux. Dodgers don't have a hit yet. And Kemp will foul that off. Counts 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike. We're at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, game 1 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. Matt Kemp at the plate. The count's 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out on 3 pitches. 1 down for the Dodgers. Maddux has yet to give up a hit. We're only in the third inning, I realize that, but I'm just saying. As Kemp goes down swinging. Next up, Gil Hodges, the first baseman, in their first strike. Some high heat. Counts 0-1. Maddux on fire early on here for the Braves. And now the 0-1 pitch. In their first strike, 0-2. 1 out, bases empty. Here in the bottom of the third, no score. Gil Hodges, the first baseman, at the plate. The count's 0-2. Pitch by Maddux. Up high, and he swung at it for strike 3. 2 down for the Dodgers. And now Mookie Betts will come up. He's the right fielder. 2 outs, bases empty. Pitches outside, 1-0. We're in the bottom of the third here in game 1. The 1-0 pitch. Ripped into right field. It's a 2-out single for Mookie Betts as the Dodgers get their first hit of the game. A 2-out single by Betts. And now we go to the top of the order for the Dodgers. Jackie Robinson, the second baseman, will come up.
Robinson.
Robinson will step in. Runner on first, 2 outs. The pitch by Maddox. And Robinson grounds it to Jones at third for the out. Robinson grounds out to third. At the end of 3 complete, no score here in NLCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. As we go to the top of the 4th, Johnny Logan will lead things off for the Braves.
Johnny Logan.
The shortstop facing Sandy Koufax.
High.
That's a strike, knee high, count goes to 1-0. Top of the 4th, no score. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Up high, that'll even the count at 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 1-2.
1-2.
One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2 to Johnny Logan. We've got a pitcher's duel going on here in Game 1 so far. The 1-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. Route number 1. 5 strikeouts for Koufax.
Now batting, right fielder.
Let's watch this one again.
Aaron.
And now Hank Aaron comes up next, the right fielder. Up high, 1-0. 1 out, bases empty for the Braves here in the top of the 4th. No score. And now the 1-0 pitch.
High.
Up high, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. And now the 1-1 pitch. Grounds it off. It'll be 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hank Aaron. The 1-2 pitch by Koufax.
Ball.
Low and inside, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swung in an outside pitch and struck him out. 6 strikeouts for Koufax. 2 down for the Braves here in the top of the 4th inning. Boy, we've got a pitcher's duel going on here. He knows he swung at a bad pitch. And now Sadahara O, the first baseman, comes up next. Pops it up down the third base line, out of play. Foul ball, strike 1. The count goes to 0-1. O will step back in. The 0-1 pitch. That's knee-high strike, 0-2. 2 outs, bases empty. And now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, looking. At the end of 3.5, no score here in NLCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Koufax ringing them up. We're at Dodger Stadium, Los Angeles, California, Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Here at Jammin' Sports, we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Greg Maddox on the mound for the Braves. And Pee Wee Reese will lead things off for the Dodgers. The second baseman, or the shortstop, I'm sorry. Here in the bottom of the 4th, no score. That's up high, 1-0. Pitcher's duel with Maddox and Koufax. The 1-0 pitch.
Ball.
Down low, 2-0 to Reese.
2-0.
No score here in the bottom of the 4th. And now the 2-0 pitch. Fouls it off. And the count goes to 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. They'll even the count at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. High in the air. And it's going to be caught by Alzi Albies in shallow right field for out number 1. So Pee Wee Reese pops out to the second baseman. And now the catcher, Mike Piazza, will come up. One out, bases empty. It's up high, 1-0 to Piazza. One out, bases empty. 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2.
Inside, 2-0. 2-0 pitch by Maddox. In there for a strike, 2-1. Two-one pitch.
3-1.
Inside, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Mike Piazza. One out, bases empty. 3-1 pitch by Maddox. Fouls it off. We've got a full count at 3-2. Maddox looks in. 3-2 pitch.
Ball 4.
All 4. It's a 1-out walk for Piazza. He's aboard.
The center fielder, number 4.
The center fielder, Duke Snyder, comes up next.
Snyder.
1 out, runner on first. No score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Facing Greg Maddox. Here's the pitch. Snyder fouls it off down the third base line, 0-1. Crowd trying to urge on the Dodgers here. And now the 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first base. And now the 0-2 pitch. Popped up in the air. Chipper Jones will come over and make the play for out number 2. In foul territory. Snyder will pop out to third.
Number 28.
2 down. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And now Pedro Guerrero, the third baseman, will come up. Two outs, runner on first. That's Piazza at first base. Guerrero fouls it off, 0-1. Maddox looks in. And now the 0-1 pitch.
No.
Outside, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first. Piazza at first base. We're in the bottom of the 4th, no score. Both pitchers pitching very well. And now the 1-1. Did he go around? Yes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The count goes to 1-2 to Guerrero. Maddox trying to retire the side. The 1-2 pitch.
2-2.
Outside and low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first base. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. At the end of 4 complete, we remain scoreless here in the NLCS Game 1 here at Jamit Sports. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Austin Riley, the DH for the Braves, will lead things off here in the top of the 5th. We're scoreless still. We have a pitcher's duel between Sandy Koufax and Greg Maddox. Riley will step in to lead off the top of the 5th. It's a ball. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Riley pops it up down the first base line. They'll even the count at 1-1. Scoreless tie here on the top of the 5th. Here's the 1-1. Down low, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And now the 2-1 pitch by Koufax.
No, inside.
That was a breaking ball that missed the plate, 3-1. And now the 3-1 pitch. Riley fouls it off down the first base line. We got a full count at 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Did he go around? No. It'll be ball 4. A leadoff walk for Riley for the Braves here in the top of the 5th inning. And now Andrew Jones will come up. He's the center fielder today. Nobody out, runner on first base. A chance for the Braves now to score here in the top of the 5th. In their first strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, runner on first base for the Braves here in the top of the 5th here in game 1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Down low. That'll even the count at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch. Sprung him up. Got him looking. 8 strikeouts for Koufax. 1 down for the Braves here at the top of the 5th. Beautiful pitch by Koufax. Oh my goodness. Jones didn't have a chance. 1 out. And now Ron Gant will come up. The left fielder today. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 out. Runner on first base for the Braves here at the top of the 5th. The count's 0-1 to Ron Gant. And now the pitch by Koufax. Gant to second base. Robinson will flip it to short. And Gant is safe at first. They get the lead runner. Jackie Robinson makes the play. Gets the lead runner at second base. So 2 outs for the Braves. And Joe Torre will come up, the catcher. It was a fielder's choice to get the lead runner. And now Joe Torre will come up. As Gant was safe at first base. They try to pick him off, and he's back in time. And now the catcher, Torre, will come to the plate. 2 outs, runner on first base. Down low, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, runner on first base. Ron Gant at first. 2-0 pitch. Down low, 3-0. Koufax struggling a little bit here at the top of the 5th. Counts 3-0 to Torre. And now the 3-1 in their first strike. Actually, it was the 3-0 pitch. Now it's 3-1. And now the 3-1 pitch to Torre.
Full count.
He went around. Full count, 3-2. Koufax trying to retire the side. Counts at 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swung and struck him out. And that'll end the inning. After 4.5, we remain tied at 0 here in Game 1 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Eddie Murray, the DH for the Dodgers, will come up. The left arm of God. That's right, Gauchos. You know it. Koufax. We have a pitcher's duel here in Game 1. Greg Maddux on the mound for the Braves facing Murray.
Ball, no.
The DH, and it's a ball inside, 1-0. Good to see Gauchos back. I was hoping you'd show it. And he went around. Strike 1. Count goes to 1-1 to Eddie Murray. I was hoping Gauchos wouldn't miss a Dodger game. Here's the 1-1. And Murray, a ground ball to Albies, and Albies will throw to first for the out.
He's out. Now batting.
1 down for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 5th. This is every bit a pitcher's duel here in Game 1. Both pitchers are outstanding here tonight. Matt Kemp will come up. the left fielder for the Dodgers. One out, bases empty. Maddox on the mound. In there for a strike, 0-1. Jimmy Jam with Gauchos in the house, TD Gauchos. Great to have him here. Hanging with the lady. All right. Here's the 0-1. Up high, 1-1. Dodger Stadium, that's in your neck of the woods. That's what, about 25 miles up the interstate, right? Here's the 1-1. It's a strike. Count goes to 1-2 to Matt Kemp. Up the 405. When I was stationed at Edwards, I went to several Dodgers games. And Kemp swings and strikes out for out number 2. 5 strikeouts for Maddox.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now with 2 outs, bases empty, the first baseman, Gil Hodges, will come up. A lot of great Dodger players on this team. And now the pitch by Maddox. In there for a strike, 0-1. We're scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 0-1. And Hodges fouls that off quickly, 0-2 to Hodges. With 2 outs, bases empty. And now the 0-2 pitch. Pops it up. Out into center field. Andrew Jones goes over and makes the play for the final out. At the end of 5 complete, we remain scoreless. NLCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. As we head to the top of the 6th, Ozzie Albies, the second baseman for the Braves, will lead things off. Sandy Koufax still on the mound for the Dodgers. Still no score. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Just inside. That'll even the count, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Swung and a strike. Count goes to 1-2 to Albies. And the 1-2 pitch. Albies pops it up. Coming over. Center fielder Duke Snyder makes the play. Route number 1. One down for the Braves here at the top of the 6th. Chipper Jones, the third baseman, will come up. A lot of great names on these Braves teams, too. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1-0. One out, bases empty here in the top of the 6th. No score here in Game 1. And now the 1-0 pitch by Jones, or to Jones. Outside, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. Ball 3. One out, bases empty. Jones trying to draw the walk. The 3-0 pitch. Pops it up, out of play. Count goes to 3-1. I'm surprised he swung at that. It's a 3-0 pitch. And now the 3-1. In there for a strike. Full count to Jones.
Full count.
Went from 3-0 to 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And Jones to Robinson, who knocks it down. And Jones is going to be safe. But a nice play by Robinson to knock it down. Jackie Robinson at second base. It'll be an infield single. And now Johnny Logan will come up. He's the shortstop for the Braves. One out, runner on first. And they try to pick him off again, but he's back in time. Koufax on the mound. Here's the pitch to Logan. Logan pops it up. Deep to center field. And making the play is Duke Snyder for the out. They'll quickly throw it back in. On the warning track, Snyder brings it in. 2 down for the Braves here in the top of the 6th. They keep the runner at first. And now Hammer and Hank Aaron comes up, the right fielder, with 2 outs and a runner on first base. So Koufax facing Aaron. Here's the pitch. Aaron high in the air, out to left field. Matt Kemp going back. but not far enough. He makes the play for the final out. At the end of 5.5, we remain scoreless. NLCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. And now Mookie Betts will lead things off for the Dodgers. He's the right fielder today, facing Greg Maddux. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, no score. Inside, ball 1. Up till now, it's been a pitcher's duel. Maddux and Koufax performing brilliantly. Betts, a base hit in the left. And that'll be a leadoff single for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He rips one past the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Watch this. Whack. The leadoff single for the Dodgers. Now the top of the order. Second baseman, Jackie Robinson comes up. Here's the pitch. And Robinson pops it up out of play. Down the first base line, 0-1. We're scoreless in the bottom of the 6th. Both pitchers have been dominant. And now the 0-1. Up high, 1-1 to Jackie Robinson. Mookie Betts at first base. Nobody out for the Dodgers. A chance for LA to get on the board here. Here's the 1-1. And he fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2. Jackie Robinson, one of my favorite players of all time. A 1-2 pitch. Robinson pops it up. And giving chase is Ron Gant in left field. He makes the play for the out. Randall Thor in the room. Hey, everyone. Go Braves. And we got T.D. Gauchos going for the Dodgers. One out. Pee Wee Reese comes up, the shortstop. One out, runner on first base. And Reese fouls it off. We're scoreless in the bottom of the 6th. Game 1 of the ALCS, or NLCS, here at Jammin' Sports. And now the 0-1 pitch. Fouled it off. Randall Thor, we had 5 football games today. And now we're doing a baseball game. We wrapped up week 11 of the NFL season today. Here's the 0-2. Down the line, Jones, they're going to try to turn 2. And they do. The Braves turn 2. A double play started by Chipper Jones. And we remain scoreless as we go to the 7th NLCS Game 1 here at Jammin' Sports. Well, if you like pitching, this has been your game. We go to the top of the 7th, no score. Sadahara O, the first baseman, will lead things off for the Braves. Koufax still on the mound for the Dodgers. The count goes to 1-0, the first pitch outside. Top of the 7th here in Game 1, no score. And now the 1-0 pitch. In the dirt, 2-0. Both teams have had little opportunities to score, really. And now the 2-0 pitch. He went around 2-1 to 0. Jimmy Jam with T.D. Gauchos and Randall Thor in the room.
Ball, that's too low.
3-1 now the count to 0 as that pitch was low. And the 3-1 pitch.
Full count.
Big swing and a miss. Full count to 0. And now the 3-2. Oh, and Guerrero picks it up out of the air. Pedro Guerrero. Oh, lines out to third. Nice play by Guerrero. One down for the Braves here in the top of the 7th. Austin Riley, the DH, comes up. Got Randall Thor in Idaho. And T.D. Gauchos in the OC in Anaheim. And that's going to be a base hit by Riley. A one-out single for the Braves here in the top of the 7th. And I'm in Nashville. That's where I reside. In the great state of Tennessee. One out, runner on first. Andrew Jones comes up, the center fielder. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Braves now looking for an opportunity to score here in the top of the 7th. Counts 0-1 to Jones. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, but he swung at it. 0-2. We're at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Game 1 of the NLCS. And now the 0-2 pitch. Inside. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first base. Andrew Jones at the plate. Here's the 1-2. Popped it up out of play. Count remains at 1-2. We'll start the American League Championship Series tomorrow night after football. It'll be the Indians and the Red Sox. The 1-2. He swung at it. Struck him out. Route number 2. 10 strikeouts for Koufax tonight. He's in fuego. And now with 2 outs, Ron Gant comes up. He's the left fielder tonight for the Braves.
Ball.
Down low and outside, 1-0 to Gant. 2 outs, runner on first base. Yeah, he's dealing, Thor. Koufax is dealing big time. But Maddox for the Braves is also dealing tonight. It's a pitcher's duel. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
No.
Down low, 2-0.
2 0 to count.
2 outs, runner on first base. The count's 2-0 to Gant.
Hike.
And that's a strike on the outside corner. Count goes to 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. Shoulder high. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And Gant fouls it off down the line. Count remains at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. And that'll end the inning. After 6.5, we are still scoreless here in Game 1 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. It was nasty. Mike Piazza, the catcher, will lead things off for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 7th. Greg Maddux on the mound for the Braves. Still no score here in the bottom of the 7th here in Game 1. The pitch by Maddux. In there for a strike, 0-1. Both pitchers have been on fire tonight. It's a shame either one of them has to lose. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1-1 to Mike Piazza.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, nobody on. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Ball.
Down low, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. Piazza swung early and missed. Count goes to 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. He went around, rung him up. 1 down. 6 strikeouts for Maddux. 1 down for the Dodgers here at the bottom of the 7th. And now the center fielder, Duke Snider, comes up. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch by Maddux. Outside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls and no strikes. 1 out, bases empty. And now the 2-0 pitch. Up high, 3-0. Both starting pitchers have gone the distance so far. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. No score. 1 out, bases empty, and the count on Snider is 3-0. Here's the pitch. Snider pops it up. Coming over in left field is Gant, who makes the play for the out. 2 down for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 7th. We're still scoreless here in Game 1. And now the third baseman, Pedro Guerrero, comes up. Good old Pedro. He's a great third baseman. 2 outs, bases empty, facing Maddox. And the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1.
0-1.
A scoreless tie in the bottom of the 7th. Both pitchers have been amazing. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1-1 to Guerrero. And now the 1-1 pitch. Guerrero fouls it off. It'll be 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. The 1-2 pitch to Guerrero. He swung and struck him out. At the end of 7 complete. We're still scoreless here in Game 1 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. Both pitchers on fire. We'll go to the top of the 8th. Joe Torre, the catcher, will lead things off for the Braves. Sandy Koufax still out there for the Dodgers. Here in the top of the 8th inning, still scoreless. And here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. One of the best pitchers duel I've seen in a long time. The count's 0-1 to Torre. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Torre, and that's going to be an out recorded by Jackie Robinson. Plucks it out of the air. Torre will pop out to second for out number 1. Over the shoulder catch by Robinson. And now the second baseman, Ozzie Albies, will come up for the Braves with 1 out, bases empty. Here in the top of the 8th, we're still scoreless. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Gonsolin and Vesia warming up in the bullpen for the Dodgers. The count's 0-1 to Albies. Here's the 0-1. Albies pops it up down the first base line, out of play. And the count quickly goes to 0-2. 1 out, bases empty. And now the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, inside, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Did he go around? No. 2-2. Crowd didn't like that call. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Oh, he tried to hit that one. He missed. Struck him out for out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman.
2 down for the Braves here in the top of the 8th. Third baseman Chipper Jones will come up. Facing Sandy Koufax. Here's the pitch. Up high, 1-0. 2 outs, bases empty. And now the 1-0 pitch. Just missed the strike zone, 2-0. Crowd didn't like that one. I thought it was a strike myself. Here's the 2-0. In there for a strike, 2-1. To Chipper Jones, the third baseman. 2-1 pitch. Jones swung at it. They'll even the count at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. And Jones fouls it off down the first base line. Count remains at 2-2. Koufax trying to retire the side here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And it fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. Koufax looks in, the 2-2 pitch. And that's fouled off down the third base line. Chipper Jones hanging in there with a 2-2 count. And now the 2-2 pitch. Ball 3 inside, full count to Jones at 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Jones hanging in there like a hare in a grilled cheese sandwich. Full count, 2 outs, bases empty. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. At the end of 7.5, we remain tied at 0. Game 1 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Still scoreless. Eddie Murray, the DH for the Dodgers. He'll be facing Greg Maddux, who's still out there for the Braves. Here's the pitch. And Murray pops it up. Sadahara, the first baseman, comes over and will make the play for the out. So Murray pops out to first, 1 out.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt.
Will anybody score here? I don't know. Matt Kemp will come up, the left fielder. No score here in the bottom of the 8th. And now the pitch by Maddux. In their first strike, 0-1. Mike Soroka warming up in the bullpen for the Braves. One out, bases empty. The count's 0-1 to Kemp. Here's the pitch. And Kemp fouls it off down the line. 0-2. We have seen a pitcher's duel here today. Here's the 0-2. He went around. He chased it. Struck him out. 2 down for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 8th.
The first baseman, Gil.
And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges, will come up. 2 outs, bases empty. Maddux on the mound. And the pitch by Maddux.
That's a strike.
In their first strike, 0-1. It's been some of the best pitching I've seen in a long, long time on this game. Here's the 0-1. Hodges, a ground ball, has Albies. It'll be a base hit into center field. A 2-out single for Gil Hodges. And the Dodgers have a man aboard with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
The right fielder, Mookie.
And now the right fielder, Mookie Betts, will come up. I remember him from the Mets. Here's the pitch. In there, notes high, 1-0. So the Dodgers now with a chance. 2 outs, runner on first. Let's see what Betts can do. We're scoreless in the bottom of the 8th. They throw to first, and Hodges back in time. 1-0. The count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Popped up into center field. Andrew Jones will make the final out. We've played 8 complete. We still have no score. Game 1 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We go to the top of the 9th. We get a new pitcher. Koufax is out. Tony Gonsolin will come on. Tony Gonsolin. I heard the PA guy call his name. Johnny Logan, the shortstop for the Braves, will lead things off here in the top of the 9th. I hope it's not a mistake taking Koufax out of here. And now Gonsolin. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Yeah, I wanted to see him finish too. And now the 1-0. Inside, 2-0. I hope this is not a mistake by the Dodgers. We're scoreless in the top of the 9th. 2-0 pitch. Rips it foul down the line. Count goes to 2-1 to Johnny Logan. I hope that's not a strategic error by the Dodgers here. Here's the 2-1. Fouls it off again. That'll even the count at 2-2. We're in the top of the 9th in a scoreless contest. And now the 2-2 pitch.
No.
Inside, full count.
Full count.
Misty has said goodnight at 9:13 Central. And now the 3-2 pitch to Logan. Logan to Guerrero at third, plucks it out of the air for out number 1. Logan lines out to third, 1 down for the Braves here in the top of the 9th. Hank Aaron comes up, the right fielder, with 1 out, bases empty. Aaron, we know what he can do. We know what his history is. Big swing and a miss. Gratterall and Vesia warming up in the bullpen. And now the 0-1 to Aaron in their first strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And Aaron strikes out swinging for out number 2. 2 down for the Braves here in the top of the 9th. And we're still scoreless. What a game this has been. He swung a bit too late. And now the first baseman, Sadahara O, the import from Japan, fouls it off. The count goes to 0-1. Counts 0-1. Gonsolin, the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike 2. The count goes to 0-2 to 0. 2 outs, bases empty. And now the pitch. Struck him out looking. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We're still scoreless here in Game 1 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We have a new pitcher for the Braves. Mike Soroka comes in.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Braves.
So even Maddox doesn't go the
Number
distance.
40, Mike.
I'm surprised they pulled them both. The Dodgers, all they need is a run.
The second baseman.
We're in the bottom of the 9th. We're scoreless. Jackie Robinson, the second baseman, comes up. Let's see if Jackie can hit one out of here. The pitch by Soroka. Robinson to Chipper Jones at third for the out. So Robinson grounds out to third. 1 down for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 9th. And now Pee Wee Reese, the shortstop, comes up next. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch by Soroka. Inside, 1-0. Glavin and Kimbrell warming up for the Braves. We're scoreless in the bottom of the 9th. And now the 1-0 pitch to Reese in the dirt, 2-0. Dodgers just need 1 run. And now the 2-0 pitch. Reese fouls it off. Count goes to 2-1. We could have extra innings. And now the 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Mike Piazza on deck. We know he's got home run skills. And now the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. It's a 1-out walk for Reese. Dodgers with a runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. And Mike Piazza will come up to the plate. He can end the game with 1 swing of the bat. Can he do it? The catcher for the Dodgers. Soroka, the pitch. In their first strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike, 1 out. Pee Wee Reese at first base. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Piazza. 2-1 pitch. Rips it into right field, the base hit. Reese will hold up at second. And now the Dodgers with runners at first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th in a scoreless game. A base hit for Mike Piazza. It moves Reese over to second. And now Duke Snyder, the center fielder, will come up. It's low. The Pizza Dude delivers. We're at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Game 1 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. The Pizza Dude. The count's 1-0 to Snyder. And now the 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. That'll even the count at 1-1. A base hit, a well-hit base hit would score Reese from second base and win the game for the Dodgers. And now the 1-1. Snyder into left field, and Reese is going to hold up at third. No, he's coming home. The Dodgers win it. They win game 1 in the bottom of the ninth. Pee Wee Reese comes home, and the Dodgers win it 1-0 and take a 1-0 lead in the series. A one-out RBI single for Duke Snyder, scoring Pee Wee Reese from second base, and the Dodgers win it 1-0. Your final score, Dodgers win it 1-0. They lead the series 1-0. Learn more about the show, visit them online at theshow.com. Once again, your final score, the Dodgers won, the Braves nothing. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series will be tomorrow night after football. We'll be back at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow night for the Chargers and the Broncos as we kick off Week 12. Until then, good night, everybody.